Hello, third grade. Today we're going to be practicing reading passages about famous places. So again, there's going to be 4 questions that we're going to go through, and the last one will be a vocabulary question. So the first thing we want to do is read the text all the way through. A canal through Panama. The Panama Canal is a human-made waterway between North and South America. Before the canal was built, ships had to travel around South America to reach the Pacific Ocean from the Atlantic Ocean. The new waterway through the country of Panama created an easier route for ships. However, building the Panama Canal turned out to be harder than anyone expected. In the late 1800s, France tried to build a canal through Panama. The country had thick jungles, though. This caused workers to suffer a lot. There were poisonous snakes, insects, and spiders in the jungle. Heavy jungle rains also caused many accidents for the workers. Worst of all, mosquito bites caused yellow fever and other illnesses. But nobody knew the mosquitoes were to blame, so the workers kept getting sick. Because of these hazards, France stopped working on the canal. It wasn't safe for the workers. But in 1902, the United States decided to try to build the Panama Canal. John Stevens was put in charge of the project. Stevens improved the safety of the workers so there were fewer accidents. He also improved workers' housing. The new housing helped protect workers from dangerous mosquitoes. Dr. William Gorgas was also brought to Panama to help with the mosquitoes. Gorgas's team used special sprays to kill the mosquitoes. The team also put mosquito netting around the workers' houses. After 2 years, there were almost no cases of mosquito-caused illnesses at the canal site. Because of the efforts of Stephen and Gorgas, the Panama Canal finally opened in 1914. Since then, hundreds of thousands of ships have passed through the canal. It has helped move people and goods quickly between countries. Even so, the Panama Canal is still remembered as one of the hardest projects in history. So now, what is this text about? What did we just read about? It is about why John Stevens was chosen to lead the Panama Canal project. It is about how many ships pass through the Panama Canal each year. It is about how difficult it was to build the Panama Canal. Well, it didn't tell us really why he was chosen to lead. It wasn't mainly just about how he was the leader. So that one wouldn't make sense. He was brought into our article, but he wasn't the main character in our passage. It is about how many ships pass through the Panama Canal. Well, we didn't talk about how the number of ships or how many people pass through. We just said that it would be easier for them to travel if we had the canal there. It is about how difficult it was to build the Panama Canal. See, we talked about that a lot because remember at first they stopped building it and then they picked it up. It was very hazardous. It was a thick jungle. So this one would make the most sense because we spent a lot of time reading about how it was difficult to build it. And we got it. All right, so now, review the second paragraph. In the late 1800s, France tried to build a canal through Panama. The country had thick jungles, though. This caused workers to suffer a lot. There were poisonous snakes, insects, and spiders in the jungle. Heavy jungle rains also caused many accidents for the workers. Worst of all, mosquito bites caused yellow fever and other illnesses. But nobody knew the mosquitoes were to blame, so the workers kept getting sick. Because of these hazards, France stopped working on the canal because it wasn't safe for workers. Based on the text, why were mosquitoes dangerous to the workers? The large number of mosquitoes made it difficult for workers to see. Well, we didn't talk about that at all. They never said anything about their eyesight. The bites from mosquitoes caused itching that made it hard to complete work. We also didn't talk about them causing itching. Remember when we talked about it, they said they gave them yellow fever and other illnesses. So it wasn't about the itching. The mosquitoes caused people to become sick. Now, this would make the most sense because it was saying how they were getting yellow fever and illnesses. So this would be our best answer because we can see that in our text as well. All right, so we have 2 more questions, and we're going to review the third paragraph. In 1902, the United States decided to try to build the Panama Canal. John Stevens was put in charge of the project. Stevens improved the safety of the workers so there were fewer accidents. He also improved workers' housing. The new housing helped protect workers from the dangerous mosquitoes. Dr. William Gorgas was also brought to Panama to help with mosquitoes. Gorgas' team used special sprays to kill the mosquitoes. The teams also put mosquito netting around the workers' houses. After 2 years, there were almost no cases of mosquito-caused illnesses at the canal site. So based on the text, how did Dr. Gorgas help the Panama Canal workers? Well, we see that he used a special spray and also used a netting to help protect the workers from the mosquitoes. So let's see if any of the answers say that. He helped fix broken bones after workers were injured. No broken bones. He helped people stop getting sick from mosquito bites. Yeah, because it says after 2 years there are almost no mosquito-caused illnesses at the canal site, so that one would make sense. He helped stop accidents from happening on the job. Well, he mainly just worked with the mosquitoes, and that was why he was brought there, to help with mosquitoes, so this would make the most sense as well. And we got it. And the last one will be about a word in bold. So we're looking at hazards. So what does hazards mean? So remember, they stopped working because of all the dangerous things that were happening. So let's see if one has to do with danger. Things that cost a lot of money. Well, it doesn't have anything to do with money why they stopped working. And it says because of these, France stopped working at the canal. Things that solve problems. Well, if it was a problem solver and it was solving problems, then they would continue working. So that one doesn't make sense either. But a hazard's things that cause danger. So there were all these things that were dangerous. And remember, that's why France stopped working on the canal. So this one, again, would make the most sense. All right, so remember, as we're going and we're reading through, make sure to look back at your answers and see if you can find the answer in the text or which one makes the most sense from what we read. And that is it for today. I will see you tomorrow. Bye, third grade.